Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. My engagement is messed up. Here is part 3. You've postponed the wedding just once. So everything was in place, but for some reason a big problem has come about, whether it's from the couple, whether it's from extended family, doesn't matter what happened. The point is, it's such a big problem that it actually affected the date that you two were supposed to get married. Now it's been postponed for another 6 months, another year, whatever the case is. When something is postponed to this degree, it's a clear indication that things need to be addressed. There are problems in that relationship that need to be addressed immediately. Even if you both have a mutual agreement that you both decided that, look, we're not going to do this right now. What you've decided here at this point is marriage is not appropriate, or it's not the right time to go into that kind of relationship. Maybe he needs to save up a little bit more money. Maybe there are certain things that she needs to learn about herself or about marriage. Whatever the case is, the point is that this here is telling you that the engagement needs more time. Now here's where the problem lies. If you still, regardless how many times you postpone a marriage, you still at the end of the day rush towards the next date. You rush towards putting together that next date so that you can get married. These are some of the things that, brothers and sisters, when it comes to our feelings, they don't actually have exact date lines. They don't have expiry dates. It just feels right at the right time. This is why we have Salatul Istikhara. And this is why with some of the signs that Istikhara is accepted is not an exact particular sign. You don't know exactly one thing that's going to indicate to you that your Istikhara is accepted. It's a series of different things that you have to look out for of how you feel. What the Prophet ﷺ described to us as firasat, or that gut feeling inside of you that something feels right or something just doesn't feel right. You have to look for these indicators out there so that you know from that, these are the decisions that I need to make, inshaAllah, to plan my next wedding date. So brothers and sisters, you want to make sure that when something major like this happens, that the date is postponed, that you really need to sit down. You need to talk about a lot of things. Why was it postponed? Assess yourselves, assess each other's personalities. And even if you need to, I recommend that you even sit down with a counselor and talk about these issues and talk about whatever is there that's caused you to postpone your wedding date, and discuss these issues, have them resolved, bring clarity to them, so that insha'Allah ta'ala that is one less problem for you to deal with when the marriage actually happens. Remember, brothers and sisters, marriage is a beautiful thing, and I've always said, now, when people complain to you and say that when you get married, life literally goes downhill, then understand, brothers and sisters, that they're only talking about their own marriages. They're talking about themselves. Whatever problems they're having, they're referring to those problems. Our Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we would never have the legislation of marriage if it was something meant to ruin your life. So that's really important for you to consider. And if a marriage is done properly, and it's done according to the Quranic teachings, according to the tradition of our Prophet ﷺ, then marriage literally feels like a little Jannah in this world. It's the place where you will go to find happiness and find tranquility. Now, if all of this is delayed for whatever reason, this is a sign you need to take your time. Don't rush your feelings. Don't rush into the engagement. Don't rush for that wedding day. It will come, insha'Allah ta'ala, at the right time. At the end of all of this, brothers and sisters, this is Allah's qadr, and you don't ever want to question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's qadr. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless you all and make it easy for us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.